I never wanted to go to college. My whole goal in all of high school was to never go to college. I was just like, if I can just make enough money before high school is over, I can just do this. That's where I like doubled, tripled, quadrupled down on YouTube. I'm like, oh, I'm still only making a few bucks a day. Like, we got to figure this out.
I gave the ultimatum going into that fall. Jimmy, you can stay in the house if you go to school. If you don't go to school, you're gonna have to leave.
So I went, but I just stopped going to classes and I just didn't tell my mom. And I would film videos while I was at college is what I would tell her. But somehow when I got there, maybe I just got a big spark of motivation and went harder. But that's when things actually clicked and like my viewership did start going up quite a bit. This is a table. I'm gonna take these plastic knives. I'm gonna cut all the way through it. So like in that first month of college, I did start making enough money to move out. Probably like $1,000 a month or something. That's when I didn't hesitate. I was like, I'm done, I'm not going. I'm like calling Chris, I'm like, Chris, we're moving in together. He's like, I don't know if I can afford it. I'm like, I got you, I just need to move out. Places here aren't super expensive. Like $720 a month gets you a really nice place. And I told my mom, I was like, yeah, I haven't actually been going to college all this time. And I was like, and I'll move out next week.
He left. I never paid for his rent. I never paid his utilities. I never paid his car bill. So there had to have been enough financial means going on behind here that he was already capable of taking care of himself. And this is months after he graduated from high school.
So this thing's full of explosives. This is a $1,000 keyboard. From the moment I dropped out of college, that is where I just went all in. I'm coming! I would wake up, work on videos, and then I'd go to bed. That's where I just went hyperdrive. It's definitely where I got really weird with it. And then one day, Chris showed me this anime, and I just couldn't take a break from working to watch it. I was like, how can I make content while also watching anime? As weird as that is. I'm about to count to 100,000. To be honest, no one on YouTube has ever done something that stupid, just counting for 40 hours. Let's 1, 2, 3, 4. It garnered a ton of attention. 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, 1005, 1006. It's one of my first like real viral videos. 76,411, 76,412, 76,414, 76,415, 76,416. And that's where it kind of clicked, like, oh, like if I do interesting things, people will watch. 100,000. What am I doing with my life?
He started doing all these kind of crazy, ridiculous, like lengthy challenges that nobody had ever done.
What's up, guys? Today I'm going to be reading the entire Beat movie script with a little plot twist. Every time the word Beat comes up, I'm going to say all the previous ones.
And everybody was reacting to it, and so I think that gave him like a really big initial boost in the beginning.
Beat, 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 beat. And that's when I kind of just realized that, like, if I really go all in, I really be creative and unique, and I do things that just no one else would do because they're so hard and take so much effort, right? People have no choice but to watch it because it's just interesting, you know what I mean? What's up, guys? I'm gonna be watching It's Everyday Bro for 10 hours straight. After that, I watched 2 different music videos for 10 hours straight, and those did well. And then I read the dictionary. Masterpiece, mastery, masthead, mathematic, masthead, masthead. I spun a fidget spinner for 24 hours, and I actually broke the world record on that one.
I was kind of amazed that people cared, you know what I mean? Because like, who's watching somebody read the entire dictionary, like all that kind of stuff. But if you think about it, it's so original that you kind of just have to click on it. And I was like, wow, that's genius.
Woo, it broke. We're gonna be microwaving a microwave.
The moment where I knew he was gonna make it, he had an initial boost in subscribers that went from like 400 to like 750,000. And then we would see them get millions of views. And I was like, oh, this is where it's at. He's actually starting to make it. Like it was the beginning of all of this.
This is a new weekly series where I'm getting companies to sponsor my videos. 1, 2, 3. All right, so this is where things get fun. My first ever actual brand deal. Basically, this agent manager kind of guy that represents Quid called me and was like, hey, we'll give you $5,000 for a video, which was insane at the time. Just I make a video and I get $5,000. 4, 5.
Jimmy calls me and he's like over the moon, ecstatic. Mom, you're never gonna believe what just happened. Somebody just offered me $5,000 to put an ad on my channel. And I was like, $5,000, that's really, really great. Yeah, I turned it down.
And I remember this vividly because I'm just standing in my driveway and I'm like, no, I want $10,000. And he's like, 5,000. I'm like, no, I want 10,000. I just want to walk out my front door and go give it to a homeless person. And he's like, really? 9, 10.
And I'm shocked. Like, that's your great idea for your first time you're getting a brand deal?
You know, he's probably gonna think you stole this money.
I'm an undercover cop.
Just kidding, you don't look like a cop at all. Look at those flip-flops. Jimmy called me up and he was like, hey, I need a cameraman for something I'm gonna do. And he told me to meet him at Walmart. And he showed me the envelope that had 10 grand in it. And he was like, I'm gonna give that homeless guy 10 grand and you're gonna stand here and film it.
Hey.
That's literally all the preparation I had for it.
I'm a YouTuber. I mean, you can see the camera. And so it's a series where I just, be nice and just give people some help. So if you want to take it, it's about $10,000. I'm not joking. Yeah, right.
No, you talking.
No, I'm not.
It's real.
Yeah, I swear. No, I don't like.
No, man.
After it happened, we actually went and got dinner with the guy and talked a little bit about his situation. So it was really cool to hear like him talk about how it would help him and stuff like that.
Man, one more, man. One more.
How did it feel handing someone $10,000? Obviously great, seeing his face light up.
These guys are the best, man. These guys are unbelievable. Unbelievable.
I had never heard so much enthusiasm. I had never heard so much heart. I had never heard so much feedback about any video that him and Chris had done from the time. I mean, his heart was changed. And he talked about it over and over and over again about how fulfilling and how awesome it was that he was able to help somebody out and give him the money.
The video did great. Obviously, the guy was happy, Quid was happy, I was happy, and since it did so well, I literally took that money and I did another one. One of the next videos I did with Quid was we actually tipped pizza delivery drivers a ton of cash. Do you have change for 100?
I do not have change.
Okay. Do you have change for 300?
I also don't have change for that.
I guess you're just gonna have to keep it.
Oh, cool.
Have a good day, man.
Thanks, man.
That was a really special video to me because there was a lot of them. We didn't just do one, we did like a dozen plus drivers.
Are you for real?
Yeah.
No, you're not.
Yeah.
Oh my fucking god.
I know. And like a lot of them just broke down in tears in front of me.
That's all right. Yeah, that's all right.
It's like, it even makes me tear up a little bit just thinking about it. Like they just were so emotional. And one of the people that I tipped, he actually came back the next day to my house and I opened the door and he was just bawling.
Like, you gave me money, but what money meant, like, to me is I actually got to ask someone to take the rest of my shift.
And he's like, I just got to spend the day with my kid because you gave me money and it allowed me to take a day off. And he was just like, just really incredibly thankful. And so like that made me feel good. That made me happy. And I was like, that's cool. I kind of want to do this more.